Hey everyone, this is Anime7, and I welcome you to my first ever anime review. For this one, we are going to be taking a look at the anime that a lot of people, including myself, find to be very underrated, Black Cat. And as you can see right here above the title, it is a Shonen Jump anime. This doesn't really tie anything to what I'm about to say with the review, but it should be noted that I like Shonen anime. Anyway, that aside, let's begin with the review. Anyway, in this anime, we have our two main characters. Train Hartnett, an assassin who works for Kronos, who, by the way, is a pretty fucked up organization. They seek peace by eliminating threats. And by threats, I mean killing them. Well, we have our other main character, Sven, who is a sweeper, and in the Black Cat universe, that is referred to as a bounty hunter. Normally, with the term bounty hunter, when they're trying to get a bounty, they do their best to get the target either dead or alive. But in Black Cat, the sweepers want to get the target just by taking them alive. They never fully explain this, but I like to imagine they're like, well, we don't want to kill them, we just want to get the bounty, that's all. Anyway, basically, Train and Sven's lives are changed by the mission with this girl by the name of Eve, which is actually a girl made by nanomachines by a corrupt bastard. I'm not going to go any more into that because you have to see it for yourself. But anyway, and through this mission with Eve, we are also introduced to our main villain, Creed. Creed, when you see the show, trust me when I say, you will probably hate this guy for the rest of your life. I know I certainly did. And Eve aside, Train also encounters this girl by the name of Saya, who changes Creed into a better person to understand the value of life, and you shouldn't really be forced to follow rules. You should live a life of freedom. Something that Creed does not appreciate and finds this to be a disease. So what does he do about this? He kills Saya, and basically thinks Train will join his side, saying, I freed you, so why don't you join me? As you can probably imagine, Train doesn't take this very well, and he wants to kill Creed. Well, I don't want to say Sasuke Uchiha style, but yeah, he wants to kill him for revenge. But as I said, later on in episode 7, Train joins forces with Eve and Sven, and they actually become friends. And from there on, our adventure ensues with Train, Sven, and Eve traveling around the world, hunting down bounties, while at the same time trying to take care of Creed and his group, the Apostles of the Star. That is essentially the plot of it in a nutshell. So how about the characters? Train, in my opinion, is my favorite character in Black Cat. I relate to him so well, and in a way, I kind of feel like if I was in Black Cat, I'd probably be Train. I don't know if I was ever be an assassin, but yeah, I like his character. Sven is also really amazing. I have a friend of mine who I believe would probably be Sven if he was in this universe. And Sven, for the majority of the series, can be a lot of the butt of the jokes, but for the most part, I find them to be really funny. And the comedy in Black Cat, I give it a thumbs up. It's pretty fucking awesome. And for our last main character, for Eve, she's also a really good character. Now, through the majority of the series, when she's not fighting with the others, she is essentially using her free time to read books, which is her way of learning things because since she was cooped up so much in the place she was at before Train and Sven, well, for the most part, Sven at that point rescued her, she didn't understand a thing about the world, and she wanted to, now that she's free, she wants to understand more about the world, and she does that by reading books. Now, the last character I want to talk about is Creed. As I said before, Creed is one of the most fucked up people I've ever seen, not just in anime, but in any show in general. And let's just say, if you fuck with this guy, you're either dead, or you are at his mercy because you will not be spared by this guy, because you're either has his interest in you or he wants to kill you. Either way, you're screwed if you meet this guy. Okay, the animation for this was made by Studio Gonzo. Now, in the past, Gonzo has not been the best when it comes to animation, but for the animation for Black Cat, with some hiccups here and there, and it's pretty damn good for their animation. Not like certain other anime where they've done this. Welcome to the NHK! Sorry about that. Now, the music is another interesting thing I like to talk about, because there are some missed tracks in here, but for the most part, I think you'll like the music in here. Now, should you go with this sub or dub? I've only seen the English dub of Black Cat, and I'll probably stay that way, but if you want to watch the dub, you're more than welcome to. I would say this is one of Funimation's better dubs from near the end of the from the early 2000s. Okay, there are some hiccups here and there in the dub, but for the most part, the dub's really good. With notable performances going to Jason Liebert for his outstanding performance as Train. My favorite performance from him is Shaoran from Tsubasa, but that's another story. Same goes to Brandon Parter, who I'm enjoying more as I hear him. Brandon Valencia for Eve. Chris Patton for his performance as Creed. It's one of his better roles, in my opinion. A couple of other shoutouts go to Caitlin Glass as Saya. Jamie Markey for her character. I can't remember her name, but if someone knows, let me know. If someone knows her character's name, let me know in the comments. And another shout out goes to Kent Williams' performance, so yeah. Now, for the rating on Black Cat, I would give it a 8.9 out of 10. Some problems aside, I do think it is worth checking out, especially if you're into shonen anime. I don't know, it might be one of your favorites. It still remains one of my favorites. Anyway, that essentially ends this review, and I hope I did a good job on my first review, because I'm not very good at editing, as I'm sure you're aware of my videos. So I hope this video did well. And if you've seen Black Cat, let me know what you think, and who is your favorite character? Would you prefer watching this dub or sub? And above all, hopefully this video can convince you to watch Black Cat. So yeah. Anyway, this has been Anime Wolf 7, and I will see you all next time. Peace. I've come to deliver some bad luck. Later.